Why is my phone ringing? I'm trying to make a video. Hey guys, so today I have a couple of updates for you guys. I have been getting so many comments and questions asking if I'm going to get another hamster and when I'm going to get another hamster, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just answer this in a video so that I don't have to keep repeating myself in the comments. Yes, I do plan on getting hamsters again. I could not live my life without hamsters, to be honest. I just love them as an animal and I love taking care of them. So yes, I will still continue to own hamsters. When I'm going to get one depends on when one comes up for adoption. I have been actively looking on the website Kijiji, which is a buy or sell website for Canadians. That is where I find a lot of my animals because usually people are giving away their animals. They just can't take care of them anymore, or sadly they don't want them anymore. Or sometimes they have accidental litters and they need to give away the babies and things like that. So I have actively been looking on there. I have contacted a couple of ads and they literally didn't respond, and then they just deleted their ad. So that was nice of them. There is an ad that I did respond to, so now I'm just waiting to hear back from them. So we might have a surprise in the next couple of days or week. So I will let you guys know. So with that being said, I am going to be owning hamsters again, but I am deciding to change up a couple of things. The first thing is that I am going to be doing a German styled hamster cage. Recently I have been looking on German hamster forums and I've been translating everything because it's all in German, but it's very interesting to read. I think Germany has the highest hamster care standards, so it's really interesting to see how they care for their hamsters and the cages and the things they give them. So basically a German style hamster cage, they try to mimic a hamster's natural habitat as closely as possible. So there's lots of wood, tons of bedding, different materials. There is a sand area. They also have like these hideouts that are multi-chamber ones, which means there is sections in between. I will put up a picture of one that I am very inspired by, and I am trying to kind of recreate something like that. So I'm currently trying to build my own because I can't order from the brand Rody Pet, which is a really awesome company in Germany who makes amazing hamster products. Now to make my hamster cage more German style, I do have a couple of things to show you. First of all, I have some dried willow. Well, it's dried now because when you take it off of the tree, it's gonna die. So I have some pieces here that are starting to get crispy, which that's okay. Willow is perfectly fine for hamsters and the leaves are safe to eat and everything. So I will be inserting this into the cages. Now I do plan to do both of my hamster cages in this type of style. So I'm currently collecting Syrian and dwarf sized items. I do plan on owning a Syrian and a dwarf hamster again. It just depends on which one I get first or which one comes first. But I eventually will have a Syrian and a dwarf. And the last thing that I have, I'm still collecting things obviously, but this is just the last thing I have so far, and this is a natural cork round. You can find this in the reptile section of your pet store. And I really want to pause this and say, why is something that I can get from the bush so expensive? I paid $32 for this cork round, which this is a very large one actually. This is a pretty good size. A Syrian would be able to fit in this was actually the only one I had, they had left at my Petland, so I just scooped that up. But this is safe for hamsters and it has like a little hole so they can go through it and adventure, and you can hide treats and food in it. So I am planning to also get a smaller one for a dwarf sized. But yeah, natural products are very expensive. I also plan on getting some grapevine wood or maybe some driftwood. I'm having a very hard time finding that in my pet stores. We seem to be out of stock for some reason, or it's just really expensive. It just does not make sense because I can get a stick outside for free, but they're gonna charge me $30 for one in the pet store. So it just doesn't make sense. Along with my new cage themes that I have decided to do, I am also going to be changing up my hamster's diet, and I have decided to include a homemade hamster seed mix that I am making myself. After reading on the Hamster Headed forum the post by Taxonomist, which is a really awesome forum member on there, she did a whole thread on how to create your own hamster seed mix. I will leave that in the description bar if you are interested. But making your own hamster seed mix is not easy. It's not just like putting a bunch of seeds together. You have to do a lot of measuring. There's a lot of maths and formulas. I did have help from my mom because I am absolutely stupid when it comes to math, and I don't do formulas and things like that. So she was the one who did all the formulas, and I just did mainly the ingredients and things like that. So we have come up with our own formula, and I will still be mixing that with some of the commercially bought hamster mix because there are things that you can't put into a homemade mix that hamsters do need. So I still will be mixing a little bit of that with a commercial seed mix. I will not be sharing my seed mix recipe with YouTube. I may just share the ingredients, but I will not be sharing the percentages or the how much each grams there is or of each seed and everything like that, just because I think if you want to make your own seed mix, you should look into it and do all of the research and experience it for yourself by creating your own. Also, not everybody can get the same types of seeds and everything, and so it's just easier if you come up with your own seed mix recipe. Like I said before, this isn't easy to do. You can't just put a bunch of seeds together. It does involve a lot of formulas and math and money. Making your own seed mix actually isn't a cheap way to save on money. A homemade hamster mix actually costs a lot more than you would pay for a commercial diet, so it's definitely not something that would save you money in the long run. So yeah guys, those are all of the updates I have for you today. I think we're gonna end it off with the rabbits eating their daily salad, because I know a lot of you enjoy watching the rabbits eat their salads, and so do I. So I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for watching. Bye!